Welcome to Comics on Parole. My name is Dan Glazer, and I'm your host. This is my sidekick, Al. How you doing, Al?
Doing well. How about yourself?
You want to come over and sit here at the parole desk for a minute, Al?
You know I talk too much when I come over there.
I know, I'll shut you up. Look at what I got at the Dollar Tree. It's a little bug. It's $1. I had to put it, with the economy being as bad as it, I had to put it on layaway. But it's really cool. Anyway, how you been?
Well.
You been doing good?
Yeah, excellent.
Been doing good?
Excellent. Mm-hmm.
Listen.
You going to tell a joke?
Well, two things. First, I want to say I got friended by...
Can I play with this one?
Yes, you can.
Okay, go ahead.
What are you, ADD?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I got friended by Dick Van Dyke. He was my childhood hero, Dick Van Dyke.
Okay.
And I thought my life was fulfilled when I got friended by Bunny Boo Boo, or Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo.
But Dick Van Dyke has done it. He was his Facebook was all filled up. It had 5,000 people, and I sent him I've sent him a big, long letter to become his friend on Facebook on how I used to be in military school when I was a kid, and I used to make fun of this teacher. He was bald. I don't know if you remember the Dick Van Dyke show, but Buddy would make fun of Mel all the time.
Yeah.
So I made fun of this math teacher, and he liked it. We used to joke back and forth, though. At the end of the school year, I ordered bald wigs for everybody in the class, and we all, and our captain of the barracks.
How old were you?
I was 12. Our captain of the barracks took the bald wigs away from us and hid them, but I got him out of his office. We all wore the bald wigs, about 10 of us, to class, and boy, I got a spanking.
Oh, you got the.
And I had to march for hours for but it was worth it for Dick Van Dyke. He Facebooked me. My life is fulfilled.
There you go.
Anyway, I just want to briefly mention, you always get upset with me when I talk about the wife jokes. The wife jokes. But,
oh no, I don't have any problem. I'm worried about you and your wife.
Well, you've been.
My wife, I'm good.
Okay. Well, you've been. I tried to make it up to her. I thought I'd make it up to her, so I took her on a weekend cruise. A weekend cruise because of you.
Okay.
But our ship got taken over by Somalian pirates. And in Somalia, it's a very poverty-stricken country. These pirates are like heroes to these people.
Right.
But I got to tell you, those guys are nice fellas.
Really?
They got on the ship, and they said, "We are taking over your ship. Don't be alarmed. You'll be fine. We just want your wallets, your jewelry, and your wives." And I said, "Do I got to hand you my wallet and my jewelry?" "Yes, you must hand us your wallet, your jewelry, and your wives." I said, "Well, why do I got to hand you my wife?" "Because we hold her ransom. Once you pay it, the ransom, we set her free." And I said, "Is that payment plan optional?" Anyway, time on for better jokes. We have better comedians coming up. Anyway, get back to work, Al.
Oh, man.
Thanks for coming. Take the toy with you.
I can take the beetle with me.
Oh, no, leave the beetle here. We'll give it to you after the show.
What's in the can, man?
Beans. It's my dinner tonight. Beans. Or take the toy. Just take the toy. Here, take it. Okay. So I want to make a couple brief announcements. We've had for this show, and hopefully other shows, a sponsor for this show. It's Eddie Brill Comedy Workshop, which is on the July 27th at the Lost in Paradise Comedy Series is proud to announce Eddie Brill, warm-up comic and talent coordinator for The Late Show with David Letterman, will be giving his highly acclaimed comedy workshop on 185 King Street in Brevard, North Carolina on Saturday, July 27th from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. This is a one comedy workshop that is well worth it. Eddie is a great guy, a comedy icon, and an honest mentor. For those who want to take their stand-up to the next level, join us at 185 King Street. The cost is a mere $200 per person. Class size is limited to give comedians focused attention. Contact David Bradford if you're interested. He's taking reservations now. Phone number is 917-306-8560. There's only 3 spots left. If you go to Comics on Parole Facebook, you'll see this poster, and it has the phone number as well, 917-306-8560. And after the class, you get to take home your own laugh track. So that's a deal. So go to Eddie Brill's Comedy Workshop. I hear he's great. Now I'd like to briefly talk about our friend who everyone loves, Jerry Farber, who is not with us today. He's traveling, he's touring, but we'd just like to talk about Jerry Farber's Side Door. He's also one of the sponsors of this store. And Jerry has never been outdone. Jerry rises again with every week he rises to the occasion with great shows, great open mics. Friday nights he has a show. Saturday night, go to Jerry's Farber's Side Door on Roswell and Piedmont Road in Atlanta. It's connected to the Landmark Diner. You see the sign right there. He books actually some major talent. He had Sally Kellerman from MASH from years ago. She came last year, and he'll have other people coming, and he has all the local talent, and some of them will be famous one day, like the comics we're going to have on TV here today with Josh Harris and Stephen Knows. So please go to Jerry Farber's Side Door on Roswell and Piedmont Road. He needs the money. Thank you. Now coming to the parole desk is a comic who is very severely ADD, because he should be sitting in this chair right next to me, right here. This is a comic that performs. Josh, you could step over here now. This is a this is a comic that performs all over the country. He's performed at most every Waffle House and IHOP in the country. And he has performed at very major events like Sundance Film Festival. He is really quite well known. So I'm joking about the IHOP. Anyway, welcome to the parole desk.
Oh, thank you.
Josh Harris. Now, Josh has been with us before, and we have a real treat, because I'm going to let Josh explain it to you. It involves Darth Vader. So explain it to him, Josh.
Well, essentially, I created this this sketch with a few people, and I have this ongoing sketch series where these sleazy, well, I would say more buffoonish marketing men try to pitch god-awful products to iconic figures in film, television history, and this time their latest victim, or client, should I say, is Darth Vader. So we've got a little clip to see how that goes and see if they can actually pitch this guy on, get him some endorsement deals.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Get some popcorn, a soda, and watch this.
We're here today to talk to you about brand expansion. You're an icon, you've explored the cosmos, and we're the first ever black astronaut.
But along the way, you've gained kind of a bad rap.
The good news is we have the perfect endorsement deals to clean up your image and get you back on track.
Here's what we're thinking. We all know that you walked out on your kids.
The public thinks you're a deadbeat dad.
So, let's show the galaxy that you've learned from your mistakes and that you want to help parents cherish the time with their children. Introducing the Darth Vader Baby Bjorn.
Boom! You know what this says to the world?
I am your father!
Woo! Do I detect a smile under that mask?
What in the world is that?
That is going to revolutionize your brand. The way the Vader Bjorn is built, when parents put their kids into it, it will automatically
Drop them.
No! Bonds them.
Then why would I endorse it?
Because this will boost your popularity in the female demographic. Plus, the money you make on this will help you catch up with all that back child support you didn't pay.
Child support? I run the Galactic Empire.
But not child services, and I doubt they're gonna take orders from a grown man in a cape who sounds like he's breathing through a scuba tank.
Yeah, quick question. Were you ever a pack-a-day smoker?
My vocal cords were charred when my master dropped me into a pit of molten lava.
Wow, that's deep. Well, the good news is we have you are going to be the face behind a revolutionary new product that helps the world breathe easier. Introducing
Vicks Vader Rub!
What is that?
It's simple. Whenever a child has difficulty breathing, they just apply a little of this to their neck, and it automatically
Chokes them.
No, it decongests them.
Why doesn't it choke them?
Because that's a terrible idea? Nobody would buy that.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh my god. Okay, what about this? You've proven the dark side of the Force gives you power in the toughest situations, allowing you to overcome the most intense enemies, obstacles, and hurdles that stand in your way. What if we took that power, bottled it up, and sold it as Vaderade?
How does it work?
Well, in the heat of competition, whenever a man, woman, or child takes a sip of that drink, it
Poisons them?
No! But it does give them the midi-chlorians needed to tap into that evil power source that fuels you in all of your vengeance.
Essentially, they'll be a hater like Vader.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, talk to my agent.
We did it again! Whoa!
That was really great, Josh.
Thanks,
That was really
Dan.
good. We're going to make this big. We're going to make
do
this
it.
big. This is going to go out to thousands of people. Not only that, this show with American Hearts Radio goes out to, I believe, about 7,000 soldiers.
7,000.
Yeah, to my understanding. So there'll really be. Have you gotten a lot of response out of that? Have you got? What about? Have you gotten a call from Lucas?
Lucas,
Any
yeah.
infringements or anything? Or?
No, I think we changed everything just enough that yeah.
I mean, it looked like Darth Vader.
It was Garth Vader.
It was Garth Vader. Okay,
Yeah.
You've made it.
Huh?
If he's future, you've made it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
I
going to
hope
make you
so.
big. That's
Can
going to
we-
make
yeah.
you big. That's going to make you big. So anyway, that was really quite impressive. So
you.
what we're going to do now, we're going to have Josh back on. He's coming back on at the
baby.
end of the show to show another video. But in the meantime, we're going to take a brief intermission and bring up the next talented comic.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank
You'll be on
you,
again.
Dan.
I think you've made your point, Goldfinger. Thank you for the demonstration.
Choose your next witticism carefully, Mr. Bond. It may be your last.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. There is nothing you can talk to me about I don't already know.
And cut. Cut! I said cut! Seriously, who's doing the laser? Cut! Cut the camera!
What happened?
Now we have here at the desk, the parole desk with us, I'm going to have to kind of ad-lib this intro because he didn't give me an intro to read. So let's just add it. This is a fine-looking man who shaved his head. He actually does have a full head of hair. I don't know why he shaved. He shaved it for this show. This is really, seriously, a talented young man. I first saw him at the Punchline about a year or so ago, or 2 years ago, and I really thought he was a touring professional. He performs all over town. He just performed, went to Indiana University, Bloomington, and performed at a contest there, a big comedy contest. I want to welcome to the parole desk, Stephen Knows.
How's it going, Dan?
Fine, how are you? Did I intro you okay?
That was fine. I actually did send you a intro through your email, but it's okay. It's fine. We can keep on going.
Oh, I was drinking at the time, so I probably missed
What's your favorite thing to drink?
I really prefer martinis.
Martinis?
Shaken,
Really?
not stirred. No, I love dirty martinis with about 3-4 all. You like dirty martinis?
No, I don't do that stuff.
Dirty martinis
I'm
with
27.
3-4 all.
Dan,
Shaken. I love
Dan, I'm
it.
27.
Can I? That's young enough to drive. I mean, drink and drive. I mean, just drink. Anyway, Stephen, you first of all, I do want to explain what was this comedy thing. It was a comedy contest in Bloomington, Indiana, right?
Well, it was actually a comedy festival. It's called the Limestone Comedy Festival,
Uh-huh.
and it was the very first one.
Right.
And they had a lot of headliners. Maria Bamford was there.
Right.
Doug Benson was there. Pete Holmes and Tig Notaro were the big. Tig Notaro was the big headliners.
Right.
And it was my first festival. Really great. Any comics out there, definitely go ahead and submit your videos to get in that. But it was my first one, and a lot of other festivals have a lot.
How
to
did you
live up to.
place?
It wasn't
a contest.
Yeah, it was a
really.
festival.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. By the way, they call it limestone. Limestone's big from Indiana. They had a lot of limestone.
Yep.
And there's limestone in the Empire State Building, where King Kong climbed. King
Oh,
Kong.
yeah.
There's actually built with Indiana limestone. I'm from Indiana. I was born in Indiana.
You see, I'm more familiar with Godzilla, but I see where you're going with that.
We had J.A. Anderson on here who played Barack Obama on Conan O'Brien, and he's from the same hometown in Indiana, but that's besides the case.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what made you start in comedy?
Actually started. It was on my bucket list actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty depressed working. I have a 9-to-5 job now. I was very depressed at that time. Just really not really living for anything, and I decided to create a bucket list of things I've always wanted to do. And the first thing on there was do stand-up comedy, and I haven't turned back since.
See, I thought like from a child you wanted to be.
No. Well, I mean, I've been told all my life to do it, but I never.
See,
really thought about it.
my parents, so from a child I wanted to be a comic because all my life my parents told me I was a joke. So anyway, who are your, who were your biggest influences?
It's got glaze, golly.
Who were your biggest comic influences?
Actually, the very first one was Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
I saw Bigger and Blacker, and that was no offense, Al, but yeah, I saw Bigger and Blacker, and that was the first time I ever saw stand up like that, and I got hooked on that. But everybody else after that, a lot of them are pretty much passed away, and Mitch Hedberg just passed away. Patrice O'Neal, I love. Of course, Dave Chappelle.
Did she pass away too?
Patrice is a dude.
Oh, he passed away too?
Yeah,
wait, is this a comedy obituary?
Diabetes. Yeah.
Diabetes. Okay.
Yeah, I got him.
And but the other one you mentioned, who was that?
Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg. Well, he's you like him a lot.
Yeah. He's a one-liner guy. He's just one of those people that kind of brings you to his own world.
Right.
While he's on stage. So I like him.
Let's show a brief set of Steven's. He really is very funny, and we'll get to come back and talk about how you changed your comedy.
Okay.
My name is Steven Knows, as in Steven knows English. Yes, I do. So please refrain from screaming out any type of racist comments towards me throughout my set tonight, because I have heard them all. So I'm sorry, ladies, but no, I will not do your nails tonight. And I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir, but I will not love you long time. I don't care how pretty my lips are. You know, it's difficult growing up in America as an Asian, especially with Asian parents, because they do not help. Not one bit. I remember in high school, I told my mom I was taking the SATs, but her English isn't too good. So she told the whole family that I was taking a test for STDs. Yeah, you know how embarrassing it is to have to sit there and explain to your whole family why you failed both tests?
That thing's fascinating, isn't it? It's hypnotizing. Okay, whoever's the best comic tonight gets the can of beans. Okay. Okay, now, what I want to talk, you announced that will you put the bug down, please? You announced that you have changed your humor, and explain this to me.
I've been doing that, I guess, character that you just saw for about ever since I started, whereas, I'm just pretty much soft-spoken, very, I guess, in a way, awkward on stage.
Right.
That's really not me, as you can see, and a lot of jokes, too, were making fun of Asians, and I just felt like, even though I did very well for myself, I just felt like long-term wise, I'm thinking 25 years, even if I don't make it big or not, I just want to do this and be happy doing it. And I just wasn't happy doing those jokes anymore.
Now, where are you from exactly?
I'm from this place called Atlanta, Georgia. Have you been there, Dan?
Yeah, I detect the southern accent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm from Indiana, but I've lived here 28 years. Mm-hmm. Now, do you must date a lot Asian girls, correct? Or Southern girls?
Any girls right now, Dan. But
any girl, okay.
Any girls.
You'll take anything.
Yeah, but actually,
no matter what age.
Well, you're 13, a little too old for me.
Okay.
Listen, I've actually never dated any Asian girls before. 100% Asian.
You told me to ask you that, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to think I'm racist. But you told me yes. It says here, ask if I date Asian girls.
It doesn't say that.
Okay. Anyway, anything else? Any wise word of wisdom? New jokes? Shows coming up. What's the next show coming up?
Next show, tomorrow I'll be at the Improv. The next, that following Wednesday, we have a show at the Punchline. And that following Wednesday, after that, on August 7th, we have a big show at the Masquerade in Atlanta with Rob Shapiro headlining.
Yeah.
So you got some pretty good shows coming up here soon.
Okay. Now I want to briefly say one other thing. Steven performed at Gotham in New York City. This is big. He performed in Gotham in New York City with Angela Miller, who was supposed to be here tonight and isn't. She had an emergency and had to run out of town. And how was that experience?
It was awesome. It was the first time going to New York City. We actually took a van up there with the whole entire Stereotypes crew. 14-hour drive. it was an experience. I'm not gonna lie, but it was a great experience. Definitely want to do it again sometime.
Let's do this. Let's briefly show since she's not. This is the second time she hasn't been here. There's always something always coming up, and she really is. But she's going to pay me back with 4 tickets to a masquerade show. You're doing a big masquerade show.
Yes.
So I get 4 free tickets. You want to go, Al? You want to go with me? Okay. Let's play her set just very briefly.
We'll keep it moving. Starting tonight, one of our closest friends, one of the funniest ladies in Atlanta. She's gonna make you split your pants or shake a little bit. Put your hands together for the beautiful, lovely Miller. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. The way you move it, you make my baby go.
Where's Harvard's going? I had to walk all the way from over there trying to dance. Give me just a second. Konnichiwa, fine people of Farmers. Konnichiwa. Let me get this out of the way so you guys in the back can see me. Still gets laughs. Amazing. Great news. Went to the doctor yesterday and I found out I am no longer morbidly obese. Just obese. High school skinny people. High school skinny. We got all nose. I had the lap band surgery, which is a surgery for fat people, and I didn't wake up one day. I've lost 86 pounds, by the way. They didn't wake up one day and go, I just want to be skinny and pretty and be loved by everybody. No. I wanted to do the magic things I hear you skinny people can do. Magic, right? Like ride a bike. Easy enough for you guys. Magic to me. Ride a roller coaster. Never got on one of those. Magic. Ride a guy. Magic. Oh, that stuff is funny. God, it gets me every time. Kiki! I got 2 20-year-olds and I got a 2-year-old. My 20-year-old son was in Henry County Jail for 10 months and was pretty upset at first, but he learned a trade. He knows how to tattoo. So if you guys go to Angela Miller Comedy on Facebook and you like my page, when he gets out, you'll get half off on a tattoo. Good deal, huh? He just got sent to Jackson. He's going to be in prison another year, but when he gets out, be a good deal. His twin sister, she's in Job Corps. I don't know if you guys know what Job Corps is about, but it's kind of like, Mom, I want to go in the Army, but she can't pass a drug test. Her mom was on food stamps, that kind of stuff. My 2-year-old cusses, we're not even going to go into that because we're farmers. I tell you all that just to say this. I am an excellent mother. Dear Defects, it's me, Margaret. You guys might recognize me from television. No, I don't play that girl from Operation Repo. I heard that. Get that all the time. Actually, I play the shape of the Kool-Aid Man. Not the voice, the shape. The voice has got the easy. I got to run through walls and stuff. Just want to tell y'all that. That's why I got a pain pill problem. Anyway.
So Angela's going to be going back to Gotham, and you're not going back this time?
Yeah, I got these things called bills.
Oh, okay.
Dan, so I can't really afford it now.
Okay.
But
you'll make it next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Stephen, thanks so much for being on the show.
Knows how to be funny.
That's straight. but not dumb. Let's take it to another break, Al, and thanks again, Stephen.
Thank you.
You can have the bug at the end.
007. Good God. What's Bond doing?
I think he's attempting re-entry, Mom.
Oh. Can you see me? Cut! With cream or without, love?
that?
This is amazing. I didn't realize you were this.
It's an original jam, baby.
By the way, Mike is watching the show. He's the producer of the show from American Hearts Radio. He said he wanted more music on the show, and he got it. Don't get carried away,
Don't you like
Josh.
that?
Don't get carried away.
Imagine how easy it would. That music puts you in such a good mood.
It did. It really did. Turned me on.
Imagine how easy it would be to deliver bad news if we had background music in real life.
That's yeah.
You go into the doctor. Look, Dan, we got your test results back. You're not gonna make it. And we don't accept insurance.
Okay, very good. Very good. This guy has 1 million of them. He got 1 million of them. Anyway, now we're having Josh back on because we want to play his second part of the Darth Vader. To explain this one coming on.
Essentially, let's just say Darth Vader may have given in to one of these endorsement deals these buffoonish agents tried to pitch at him.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see what it'd be like if Darth Vader endorsed his own energy drink.
Take it away, Al.
Take it away.
No, I am your daddy.
That was great. By the way, I never should have brought this thing. By the way, Josh is an accomplished musician, and he scored this whole thing.
Yeah.
With the orchestra and everything.
No, just the scoreboard. It was 10 to 11. That was me.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I did the
Gotcha.
music. That was, yeah.
Very, very good.
I did the music.
Listen, I want to thank you, Josh, for coming on.
you,
Stay
Dan.
on here. Here, you can play with the bug while I close the show. Anyway, this show is brought
You're
to you.
everything that I wish my dad was.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And then I'm one in a man.
Your dad's a fine man. I
He's a
met
good
him.
man.
His dad's very famous. He was on CNN, a reporter on CNN. He really quite is. I'm going to talk to your dad. Anyway,
loves you.
okay. This show is brought to you by let's not go too far here. This show is brought to you by www.harmonybooking.com. For all your entertainment booking needs, go to www.harmonybooking.com. Comics on Parole is produced by American Hearts Radio. Please listen to my friend Daryl Rhodes' radio show, Rhodes All Over the Map, on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't listen to him on Wednesday night because this is when this show on. Listen to him Friday and Saturday. Anyway, thank you all for being on the show. Thank you, Al.
He's got glazed.
We've been glazed, baby! Glazed!